in the next like year or so, you guys are going to be seeing a lot of like me studying abroad and all of that, because of course I'm going to try to vlog like everything I'm doing, because I think it's going to be like really fun. And I've been wanting to study abroad ever since I was in high school. These are questions I got on Twitter, so let's just start. Okay, from Cook US. What are you majoring in? Would these credits be transferable to the US? And are you going to be taking classes with others studying abroad? So what are you majoring in? I am an art major with a concentration in animation. And would these credits be transferable to the US? Yes, but I am not taking any art classes while in Korea, mostly because the ones that would maybe transfer to the US are only in Korean. I'm going to be mostly concentrating on maybe some of my general education classes and my minor. I will probably be taking classes with others studying abroad, since I am mostly taking Korean language classes and classes that are only in English. Okay, this is from SYLV Sylvie Fangirl. Are you going to learn fluent Korean, and are you going for all 4 years? I am not going for all 4 years. I am just going for this whole next year, so my whole junior year. God, you could only wish, huh? I'm going to be taking Korean courses, a lot of Korean courses, and I've been minoring in Korean for like the last 2 years, and even before that I've been studying Korean for like 2 years. So I am definitely going to aim to become way better at Korean, but fluent in a year, God, I hope so. But I feel like with any language, to seriously learn the language, living in the country is the best route to go. This is from Hyun Suyo. Is it expensive applying for accommodation and just doing other activities, e.g. food, clothes, shopping? For accommodation, I'm going to be living in the dorms at Korea University. I'm going to be living in a single room, and the dorm is going to cost about $1,800 for a semester. Everything else, I did hear that the cafeteria food and like food is somewhat cheaper in Korea depending on what you're trying to eat, but otherwise clothes shopping, I'm pretty sure I've heard it's just the same. This is from Dear My Love. Are you going to meet other foreigners in your school or only Korean? Yes, there would be a lot of other foreigners. My school has emailed me like a list of everybody going. Not really, they've emailed like a list and you're supposed to find your name on the list, but of course, knowing me, and I'm like, whoa, this is a lot of people. So I counted the amount of people on that list that they sent, and there's like 760, 80 something people going. So yes, there's going to be a ton of foreigners, so I'm of course going to meet other foreigners. But yes, one of my goals is obviously to make friends, but I want to try to make friends with non-English speaking students, because it's going to help me, you know, get out of my bubble. Because I feel like when people study abroad, they try to like be a little bit more comfortable. I kind of want to be uncomfortable. Baby Mochi, what is it like applying for the visa? Oh my god, you guys, I don't know if any of you guys have ever applied for a visa, but it's like, it's hell. I am so happy I got my visa in time. I really was like freaking out that it was going to be hard, because to apply for a visa from the US anyway, you have to apply at a Korean consulate or embassy. And there is not one in Colorado, which is where I'm at right now. Meaning I had to apply at the one that's jurisdiction is Colorado. So that means I had to send all of my application, my documents, my money. I had to send it all to San Francisco's consulate and just hope like it worked out. So it was like super scary, because I had to send like some of my most prized possessions all the way through the mail just to some consulate. I had to send my passport, which cost a lot of money to get and took forever. I had to send my birth certificate. I had to send, you know, a money order. I had to send my transcript, official transcript. I had to send, you know, my certification of admission from my school. I had to send the school's business registration. Oh. But I did get my visa. Kelsey, awesome. Who do you want to experience in Korea? I'm gonna assume you mean like what kind of like experience do I want to have, or what kind of K-pop groups maybe I want to see, or things like that. I don't know if any of you guys know, this may be like a shocker to some of you guys, but my favorite group, actually my number one favorite group is K&K. Kanakun. So I bought their fan club membership and everything. And since I'll be in Korea, obviously I want to try to like go to any of their fan signings or their fan meets or like a concert or a showcase or something. So who do I want to experience in Korea? I want to experience K&K. I love K&K. Kiberlin? I am so sorry. Which university are you going to and what do you need to apply in it? And what are you going to study and for how long? I'm going to Koryo Daehakyo, Korea University, and to apply through it, you don't really necessarily need anything. They recommend that you take, so if you're gonna apply to Korea University, you should take Korean at your school that you're applying to. You need a good GPA, not a great GPA. I think the GPA that they required is it has to be at least a 2.5 or it was a 3.0 GPA. And then other than that, you just apply. That was all. Bogtans. Did you know any Koreans before coming to Korea? How did you learn and how did you adapt to the language there? I am not there yet. I will be there and maybe I will do a Q&A thing maybe like a month after being there or something. And you guys can ask me questions like that. I am not there yet, but yes, I will know Korean before going. Jimin Ho. Jimin Ho. Are you attending through a student exchange program? Yes, I am going to be a study abroad student through the student exchange program at my school in California. Isra Byun. Please, I want to know about the scholarships and how to apply for them and when and where and etc. I'll be so thankful. So for scholarships, definitely you should check through the school you're applying through first. Your school that you study at right now, you should definitely check through there. I know my school had a few scholarships and then the school you're going to will also have scholarships. So I know Korea University has like the global Korea study scholarship, something like that, and they have a couple other ones. And then I know there's a lot of just scholarships that are very popular, like the Gilman scholarship is a really popular one that I was told I should apply for that I didn't apply for. I should have applied for it. Tiff Hearts J. Aww. How's your Korean? How are you budgeting yourself once you're in Korea, and did you take out any loans? My Korean, technically, I finished every single Korean class at my school, so I am technically intermediate. I don't consider myself intermediate because, like, we learn the grammar and everything, but I don't feel like I have enough practice and speaking and, like, conversational practice to consider myself intermediate. I consider myself, like, super beginner when it comes to, like, speaking and things. I'm going to do my best to save money because obviously the one thing at my school in California, I have a part-time job, so I wasn't like, as you guys may know, if you've seen how much stuff I have been buying. While I was studying there, I wasn't super saving money. I was going to like K-pop concerts. I was like buying K-pop albums like every single week. And that's because not only did I get a scholarship and everything, so all my tuition and everything was covered, but I had a part-time job. So, and the scholarship paid for my dorm and everything, so I was fine. So I had money that I was able to spend on what I liked, which was K-pop and all of that stuff. But in Korea, my dorm scholarship doesn't apply to Korea. I tried to get my school to let it apply. I was like, technically I'm still a student through y'all, like, come on, I'm just living in a different country. They didn't go for it. And on top of that, I won't have a part-time job in Korea because I'm not getting that visa that allows you to work part-time. So I'm going to have to seriously budget my money because whatever money I go there with is what I got. And did you take out any loans? Yes, for this trip to Korea, I did take out a loan through my school. So hopefully that will help with the whole money situation. Because I definitely don't want to be like, you know, struggling while I'm in Korea. Taeso16, are you doing it for a year or for a couple months? What's your schedule like? I am doing it for a year. And for my first semester, I will show you guys my schedule. This could change, but this is my schedule for right now. I'll like pop it up. And my schedule is low-key horrifying. It's kind of scary, but I don't know. Hopefully it will help me improve my Korean. But I have Korean language and literature Mondays and Wednesdays. That's the very first one that you guys see right there, Korean language. Then on Mondays, I also have Korean speaking, which is going to hopefully help with my Korean speaking. And then after that, I have Intermediate Korean 2 every single day except Friday. And then on Tuesdays, I have Korean writing, and then Intermediate Korean again. And then Wednesday repeats, Thursday repeats, and then Friday, I have Introduction to Korean History and Culture. So my entire schedule is just Korean language, Korean culture, Korean history, Korean speaking, Korean, you know, vocab, just, it's all Korean. So hopefully with a schedule like that, I seriously improve. Are you going to have all your classes in Korean? As you guys saw, most of them are Korean speaking classes, so I'm not sure if they're all in Korean or like they teaching us in Korean. My history class is in English, however. What requirement or level of Korean do you need to know? There was no requirement or level of Korean. However, at my school, it was required that you took 2 semesters of the language before you went. However, to actually apply to KU, you don't need to know any Korean. From Official Christy, how long is the process when applying to study abroad? What materials do you need in order to make this happen? So through my school, there was an application that I filled out around December of last year, and I had to obviously attach my transcript, my classes that I've taken, where I'm trying to go to study abroad, why I want to study there. I also had to pick my top 2 schools that I wanted to study at, and mine were Korea University as number 1 and then the University of Seoul as number 2. School's application cycle for that ended in February, and it took them till the middle of March before they emailed me that I was placed at Korea University. And then after that, Korea University emailed me themselves, and so even though I got accepted through my school, I still had to apply through Korea University. So me getting accepted through my school meant that I was pre-accepted, pre-approved, but I still needed to apply once again through KU themselves. So I then applied through KU, and their deadline ended May 15th, and I got their acceptance package from them 4 weeks ago maybe, which had the Arianna, you have been officially accepted, and the certificate of admissions and all the stuff I needed to apply for the visa. That also answers your question, Drisha. How did you apply to go to college in Korea, and do you have to pay for it? Once again, that was how I applied. And then did I have to pay for it? Since I applied through my school, I did not have to pay any application fees or anything. I obviously will be paying tuition, but I won't even be paying tuition to KU. I'm just paying my university's tuition and studying in KU. But if you apply as a visiting student, or you're applying without your school, you're just applying to KU, you do have to pay for an application fee. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching. That was all of the answers to the questions you guys had. I am super excited. If any of you guys are also studying abroad, let me know. Or if you're going to study abroad, or if you want to study abroad, let me know. I'm super excited. Like I said, I've been getting emails from KU recently about, dorms and course registrations and everything. So I'm super excited. I got my plane ticket. I am ready to go. School starts September 1st. But orientation is the 21st, I think, or the 20th, or the 21st, or something. But I'm going to be leaving Colorado on the 18th of August, and I will land in Korea on the 20th. So of course I will be vlogging for you guys. I'm even buying a new camera, so I don't have to, hold this bulky thing around, because this thing's humongous. That's why I don't vlog that much. But I will be buying a new camera too, so that will be fun. And yes, tell me what you guys want to see while in Korea too. Honestly, I'm already trying to think of I don't know, places to go to show you guys, or things like that. Lotte World, or I want to see the Lion Cafe or whatever. Just let me know, and I will definitely go be ready. I'm gonna try to post videos. I know I don't post videos that much now, but y'all, there's nothing to do in Colorado. I got nothing to do here, okay? But in Korea, I'll try to post videos at least 3 times a week, 4 times a week. So be on the lookout, get excited for that, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.